built on relationships, focused on people, and rooted in the community. Welcome to the Build Blue Podcast. Tune in for weekly episodes featuring guests who are building a better tomorrow. You'll hear inspiring stories from industry leaders, business owners, community partners, and our team members. The Build Blue Podcast, where construction comes to life. An Apex Construction Group production.
Welcome to the Build Blue Podcast. My name is Jess Blaze with Apex Construction Group, and we are joined today by Steve Kibble with Siesta Hills Living. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We're excited to be working with you on your development. We're going to learn more about what Siesta Hills is and some of the great amenities that it's going to offer its residents. But we have to start with our Apex icebreaker, and it's so fun to ask people this question because the answers are so wide and varied. So, what was your very first job, Steve?
Actually, my first job was walking beans and detasseling corn. Probably like every other teenage kid back in the 70s in this area.
We've had a fair amount of that
Yeah.
On the podcast. So let's learn a little bit more about you and your background beyond the detasseling days.
Okay, well, I actually graduated here in Mankato from Mankato East High School. Stayed right here and went to, at that time, Mankato State University. Didn't want to stick around here for college, but had some football scholarship offers, and MSU was the place I wanted to be. So I ended up playing football at MSU and graduating with a marketing management and finance degree, and wanted to get out of Mankato and experience big city living, and that really never happened.
So been here your throughout your life. Let's learn about Siesta Hills Lifestyle Community and what listeners and the community can expect.
Yeah, so I actually farmed for my whole life, and farming one of these fields south of Mankato, I always thought that'd be a nice place to have a some type of a development with some cool amenities in it, clubhouse, pond or lake, walking trails and all that. And as I started thinking more and more about it, I actually took the dive and decided this is the thing I want to do. And, after working and owning in a John Deere dealership for 30 some years, I decided it was time to change careers, and we sat down and developed something on a napkin, and it developed into this this community that we're currently building.
We found in our industry that a lot of the best ideas start on a napkin.
Right.
We get a lot of sketches on napkins.
Yeah. Well, I probably did 90% of my deals in the John Deere world on napkins with farmers.
I grew up on a farm, so I know how that goes too. Adult lifestyle communities are growing in popularity. So let's talk about what that term means, and then kind of the appeal of this type of living.
Yeah. So it kind of started. My wife and I have a place in Sarasota, Florida, and as we drive around down there, we see all these Margaritaville and these 55 and older communities popping up all over the place, and we started thinking, this would be kind of an ideal situation for the Mankato area, and we toured a few of them and got some ideas. Went back and talked to our attorney and some other developers, and just how does this happen, and is there reality of doing it? And we looked at doing a 55 and older community, and then started looking at some of the do's and don'ts on 55 and older communities, and just decided we don't want to brand it towards that. We want to brand it towards more of a community that it's probably for retirement age people or empty nesters, people that might live elsewhere in the wintertime that still want a house in the Mankato area. So that's kind of how that all developed. So.
At the groundbreaking for the clubhouse, there was a lot of residents of the community who were there, and they were sharing their excitement about the amenities of the clubhouse. And it is an extensive list. So let's talk about what this clubhouse will contain, and it will make the excitement of your residents make a lot of sense.
One of our taglines of this community is kind of an active lifestyle, and we want to promote health and physical activity and everything. So, the clubhouse is really based around that type of lifestyle. It's got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool, a nice large fitness center. We have 2 miles of walking paths outdoors that they can utilize. But, the clubhouse itself is just really designed towards being able to go in there and have a kind of a private type of atmosphere where you can do your exercising. On top of that, we're going to have a nice kitchen area, a nice bar area, a nice lounge area with a fireplace in it where people can socialize and have a lot of social activities that they can get involved with out there.
There was several people talking about the pools at the groundbreaking, indoor and outdoor pools,
Yes.
Golf simulator, sauna,
Yes.
lots of very cool stuff.
Yeah, it's we're trying to just make sure that we've got amenities that can reach out to all people. And not everyone's probably going to use a golf simulator, but a lot of people like to walk, and in the wintertime, if they don't go south, they like to walk in pools, have a exercise fitness center they can utilize. So yes, there's just going to be a whole variety of different amenities that they can utilize.
And when it comes to the development, there are lots for sale for single-family homes, and then there's a few different options. So let's kind of talk through that.
Yeah. So what we have out there right now is we've got 20 units that are townhomes. They're quadplexes. They're large townhomes. They're 2,600 square feet with 2.5 garage stalls in them. Big, wide open living. So we have those available, and then we also have quite a few lots left for single-family homes. Pretty much all patio home lots. That's kind of what people want as they age. They want to get away from not having steps to go up and down. So no basements or anything. So it's easy living, pretty simple lifestyle. It's all maintenance free. So when they move out there, they become part of our homeowners association, which we take care of their snow removal, we take care of their lawn mowing. So it's pretty much maintenance free when they move out there.
Very nice. Let's talk about the importance of community and belonging and kind of those feelings that Siesta Hills residents and people in communities like this feel.
So one thing you get when you buy a lot and build a house or buy a townhouse out there, you buy into ownership of this community. So a lot of people, once they do that, they feel like they have some ownership, and that would be part of the clubhouse. That'd be the common grounds around there, the walking paths. The pond that we have down there, yeah, they all get some really good buy-in and as owners in there, and it's great because they all understand that, hey, this was something that started from scratch, but yet everyone's got what I would say suggestions and comments on different things, which is nice because it's kind of fun to have all the buy-in. People feel that it's part of their community and they want say in what's going on out there.
Any other unique, like social or recreational aspects that you guys are planning?
Well, it's just it's unlimited right now as far as what we can do, for social aspects of the clubhouse. I've already, have quite a few people there that want to be on social committees, and they're talking about different card nights and cooking nights and Bible study or whatever else it possibly could be. That's the nice thing about this clubhouse. It's big enough where families that live out there, they can rent it during holiday seasons and have their families there, or maybe they can have community events out there and use it as a community event room. And there's such unlimited possibilities out there. That's what's kind of fun about it. We're even at the point where if and when we get enough people out there, we'll probably have an event coordinator that coordinates all this, because it's just, every night of the week there's going to be something going on.
Oh, so fun.
Yes.
How can people find out more about Siesta Hills? I know there's some beautiful renderings and details on your website and social media.
Yeah, the easiest right now is to go to siestahillsliving.com. There's a nice interactive map in there. There's sketches and layouts of some of the townhouse blueprints, particular houses that you can put on lots out there. It's not limited to that, though. People can buy a lot. They can customize their own house out there. They can use, whatever builder they want, as long as we pre-register their builder, if you want to call it that. But yeah, people can kind of do what they want out there as long as it kind of fits into the whole theme of the development.
Very cool.
Yes.
So is that siestahillsliving.com? I'll put links to everything in the show notes too.
Yep. SiestaHillsLiving.com is the easiest way to get a hold of us.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to add about the development or just what you're hearing from residents or the excitement that's surrounding it?
No, I think, this is kind of a first for the Mankato area, and people are kind of wondering if it's going to happen, and, it's happening. The clubhouse got delayed a little bit during COVID, as people well know. Construction costs went through the roof, and that's starting to come back down. So that got delayed a little bit, and we just had our groundbreaking here recently. So the actual building is going to be going up, and I think as soon as that goes up, people are going to realize that this is a reality, and things are going to happen out there.
Yeah, Apex is really excited to be partnering with you guys on the clubhouse.
Yeah. I tell you, just coming in here and starting, having an initial conversation with Ryan and Dustin, you just feel at ease, and it's just, working with the team here has just been really delightful. I know people have asked me how it is working with the Apex team. I just said it's actually been seamless. It's been really good. So I hope the building process goes as well as the pre-building process has.
Well, thank you for saying that. We hope so too, and we look forward to. We'll have to have you back on when it's done, and
yes,
hear all about it. So thank you so much, Steve
Kibble,
Siesta Hills Living. We'll put links in the show notes so you can get a little taste of what it's going to look like out there, and you can catch us again next week on the Build Blue podcast.